Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression, and this is the brand Paris Kona. Paris Kona is another Middle Eastern brand from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for a few years, I think about 20 years or so for now, and they have a super extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. They have more than hundreds. Yeah, there are so many perfumes they have, and I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are quite impressive. So this one is from their line, which is called Ministry of Oud. In this line they have around 7 or 8 perfumes. I unboxed 2 of them before. One was Oud Greatest, and the other one was Amber Oud, and this one is the third one. So this one is called Oud Strictly, or Strictly Oud. This is again Paris Kona, Ministry of Oud, Strictly Oud. Is says Extrait de Parfum on it. Yeah, it says Extrait de Parfum, and it's 100 ml, and it's targeted unisex. In United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and let's see how it goes. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. And let's see how this one goes, if it's hidden gem or not. So let's go with the unboxing. Sorry about the noise. When you do unboxing you can't do anything about it. So this one I paid under £30 for it. The last two I paid under £30 as well, and they were fantastic fragrances. Very, very good quality in terms of quality of the perfume itself. So as you can see, standard box, but it's quite a nice design to it. It's got this picture of woods or oud, and says Strictly Ministry of Oud, Strictly Oud, EDP, Extrait Parfum 100 ml, and it's got texture to it as well. It's got this information in the back, and it says Ministry of Oud on top, and in the back it's got some more information. Quite a nice box for under £30, and the bottles in this Ministry of Oud line is very good. It's one of the best. So you can see this is a very thick bottle. It's very heavy. The cap itself is it's quite heavy as well. It's got its Ministry of Oud logo on top. The atomizer is golden and modern, and the color of the juice is dark amber, or a quite like almost brown color to it. So let's see the atomizer. Atomizer is good, but it's okay. It's not top of the range, but it's alright. It does the job, which is okay. Here we go. So this is Strictly Oud by Ministry of Oud, which is a Paris Kona lines of perfumes. Here we go. Wow. So the first thing it hits me is the rose. So it's a big rose in here. The rose is it is a little bit on the dark side, but not too much. It sits in the middle for me. It's not super dark and sticky and jammy, or it's not a fresh basically fresh watery rose either. So it sits in between. It's not super dark, it's not super bright, so bang in the middle at the moment. I can smell some woods. To be honest with you, I was expecting a little bit more oud, but let's see how it goes. Maybe develop later, because some people compare this to Frederick Mole The Night, or Al-Layl by Arabic. That one is £1,000 for 100ml. It smells super animalic. Here I don't smell animalic at all. What kind of a nose they are. Listen, each person is different. Each person have different taste, different nose, different experience, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to criticize them, but for me, there is no animalicness in here, or at least not as much as The Night by Frederick Mole, which I know super well because a few years ago I used to go to this it's like a shopping mall, or not a shopping mall, it's a department store which is called Liberty in central London, and they have all sorts of niche fragrances. One of them was Frederick Mole and one of them was The Night, and they wouldn't give out any samples because it's super expensive, but they just give you one spray if you're lucky on your wrist. So I used to go there every now and then and get one spray of The Night because I absolutely love that opening of The Night. It is super animalic. It's basically a beast. Animalic is just a monster of the animal kingdom. In here I'm not getting that whatsoever. So okay, there's a very smidgen amount of andolic animalicness in here, but it's a super smidgen. Yeah, it's mostly it's about the rose in here. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad perfume, it's beautiful, but I was expecting animalicness to the max, and this one is not giving me that at all. So animalicness, no. Andolicness, maybe. And little bit, a very small amount of animalicness in the background, but I won't call it animalic perfume. So the rose is very, very apparent. So super rosy, yes. And the rose in here is very oriental type of rose. It's Middle Eastern, is oriental, it's a little bit Arabic, it's a little bit Turkish, yes. But it's not a super jammy, super dark, which I was expecting it to be as well, but it's not. So overall, it's a nice fragrance, middle of the road, quite safe. To be honest with you, I don't know what they're smelling, because I read few comments. They're saying this is super animalic. Where is the animal in here? Anyway, so for me, this is not animalic, okay? I have fragrances in my collection that are at least 10 times more, maybe some of them are 50 times more animalic than this. So this is not animalic by my standard, at least, okay? So let's see what else is in here. After the rose, I'm smelling some spices. So I'm smelling a little bit of saffron, hint of cinnamon, hint of nutmeg, and also the base is woody, which is mostly sandalwood in here. So I'm smelling a very, very smooth sandalwood rather than oud. It's got a hint of that warmth and resin to it, which most people associate with oud, but I don't think there is a real oud in here. Obviously, for the price point, we are not expecting real oud, because real oud, it will cost you £200 plus for a gram of it. So in here we are expecting it to be a synthetic oud, but even synthetic oud doesn't exist in here. I'm smelling sandalwood, I'm smelling maybe a little bit of cedar, but no oud whatsoever. Yeah, it's got some warmth and gooiness and stickiness, which is coming from the amber. The amber actually is in here is much bigger than the woods are right now. Maybe later on they will come up more, but at the moment, for now, the amber is bigger than the woods. And the amber in here is a sticky, is a gooey, is a bit smoky, hint of smokiness in here, very small amount, and a small amount of dustiness and powderiness to it as well. The amber in here is a deep amber, but it's not super dark. I would say it's a moderate darkness in here overall. So what else in here apart from the rose? Yeah, overall this is a rose fragrance. and also many other facets or many other nuances added. So this is a rose based fragrance. So this is rose, rose, rose. After rose is other nuances like spices, like the woods, like the amber, and little bit of resin feel to it, little bit of smokiness. Maybe there's an incense in here as well. Yes, very small amount of incense I'm feeling. So overall, it's a good fragrance. It's a safe fragrance. It's not funky, animalic, barnyard, none of those. I was reading some comments and they say, oh, this is super barnyard, this is fecal, this is super animal. Where is it? I can't smell any of them. Anyway, in terms of how close it is to The Night by Frederick Moll, no. Maybe 20% similarity just because of the rose in here. But that's the end of it, at least for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, and also from the memory I have from The Night, because as I said, many times I went there and I had that one spray of The Night on my wrist, and I distinctly remember it was super animalic, at least for an hour or two. So in here we're not getting any animalicness, or at least as animalic as the Frederick Moll. It's not here. Very small amount of andoricness in here, and animalicness, very small amount. It's so negligible, it's not worth even mentioning. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Fragrantica. So on top we have Turkish rose and saffron, in the mid we have agarwood, in the base we have sandalwood and olebanum. So olebanum is basically incense. So that incense you feel of it is coming from the olebanum, and little of smokiness, little of dustiness, that and the feel of resin is coming from that olebanum. Yes, olebanum is here. Yeah, it's a kind of sweet olebanum in here, so it's very nice as well. But what they're not mentioning the amber. They're not mentioning the spices, which I'm getting distinctly, which is saffron, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and hint of camphousness to it, hint of balsamicness to it in here. But the Turkish rose is by far the biggest player right now, at least is the rose. Again, it's not a super sticky and jammy rose to making it Turkish in particular, because Turkish rose usually is quite jammy and dark. In here is middle of the road. This is not dark, it's not bright either, but it's not as jammy as I like it to be, to say this is a Turkish rose, but it is rosy nevertheless. It's quite rosy. The agarwood, which they're mentioning, I'm not getting that much. Very small amount of woodiness and stickiness, and also resin feel, which is most likely is from the woods, which is the sandalwood and also the olebanum in here, and also the amber and the spices. So let's see, to just recap quickly what you expect from this fragrance. If you're expecting an animalic oud, forget about it. There's no animalicness in here. If you are somebody like me who collect perfumes and have many perfumes in their fragrance collection, and also they have many ouds in their fragrance collection, this won't do it for you if you're looking for animalic oud, because there is no animalicness in here whatsoever, or at least for my nose, for my taste, for my experience. Rose, yes, this is a rose fragrance mostly. So you're getting the rose, and after rose you're getting the spices, and after spices you're getting the amber, and after amber you're getting the woods, which are mostly the sandalwood in here. The warm spiciness is coming from the saffron, the cinnamon, and the nutmeg, which is quite spicy. Yeah, I'll give you that. If you want a spicy rose, this is a spicy rose, but don't call it animalic. And after that is the woodiness of it, which is mainly coming from the sandalwood. Amber, yes, it is quite a deep, dense amber in here. Sticky, quite sweetness. From 0 to 10 being sweetest is around 6 to 7. When you opened up, right now is subsiding, so I would say it is a little bit more than moderate in terms of sweetness, so it's not too sweet either. Floral feel to it, which is mainly coming from that rose, and a hint of leatheriness to it. yeah, just a smidgen amount of leatheriness in the background, which is very soft leather, more like a suede, like rather than the leather. But again, it's a clean one. It's not animalic or anything. It's not rugged or it's dark or anything like that. And a hint of powderiness, hint of dustiness, hint of smokiness, hint of camphousness, and a hint of balsamicness, which are nuances. These are small amounts. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for now for first impression. In the next video, I'll let you know the development, the dry down, the longevity, and things like that. For now, for first impression, it's a very nice spicy rose amber perfume, but there is no animal in here, there is no funkiness, there is no barnyard, none of those. For me, because I was expecting it to be similar to Frederic Malle the night, a little bit disappointing, yeah, but that was just the expectation. If I judge it on its own, it's a beautiful fragrance, very good quality, very nicely done. When it opened up, it didn't open with chemical or harshness or alcohol or anything like that. So smells great, the same quality as the two before I unboxed and reviewed from this line, which is the Ministry of Oud line. So it is a very nicely done perfume and is a good quality, especially for a price under £30, and it's nicely done. It's a very well blended, smells very good. But if you are expecting The Night by Frederic Malle, no, this is nothing to do with that one. Not even 10%. Okay guys, so that was the first impression of this fragrance. If you who's it for? Definitely mature, I would say at least 25 years and older, if not 30 years and older, because it smells very classic, smells quite mature, it smells sophisticated, smells mysterious. For that, it makes it very mature to my nose. In terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather, but it's got a little bit of freshness to it that you can use it all year round, unless it's a very high heat in summer. It could be glowing. And in terms of gender, bang in the middle, unisex, anybody can wear it, ladies and men, no problem whatsoever. In here, it's correct, it's designated the unisex and is absolutely correct. In terms of occasion, this is quite pretty very nicely done, so it's good for going out, special occasion, evening, formal occasion, dating, close encounter, special ceremonies like wedding and things like that. Very nicely done. But because the price is right and doesn't break the bank, is accessible, is reasonably priced, you can use it anytime, anywhere you want. It's just a recommendation. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscription, which is free, by the way. There's nothing to stop you to do that. You could do it right now. If you have done it already, thank you very much. If you haven't done it, please do so. It will help this channel to keep coming back, to survive this very expensive endeavor. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support. If you want to support me by buying one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality. Very big, bold, and very artistic and unique. They are very long lasting, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. There are many other reviewers reviewed my perfumes. If you are interested, you can go and check them out as well. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.